Hello, Healing Spot community. This is Justine Calderwood with the Healing Spot. I am a physical therapist and also a birth healing specialist. And I am talking today about just creating a budget for birth, but also just kind of this mindset that what entails if you're currently pregnant or you're planning on becoming pregnant. One thing that I see with a lot of the moms that I work with, they think about that area of time that you kind of leading up to baby, and they don't think a lot about as far as taking care of themselves after baby is born. Okay, so a lot of this emphasis is on prenatal care and taking care of yourself and doing the best for baby, and that's all good and well, and absolutely you should do that. And also with that is this financial piece of, we know that we're going to have this expense of prenatal care and also the birth of baby, but a lot of moms that I see postpartum that end up with issues postpartum hadn't really thought about planning a budget for taking care of herself after she's had baby. And part of that's because physical therapy isn't routinely prescribed or thought about unless there's problems, and not always thought about even with problems postpartum. So if you think about that, that catches some women by surprise, because then when they start having issues postpartum with things like diastasis recti or prolapse, or they're having lingering pain and they're not quite sure what to do about it, they don't know where to turn and what to do. So if you are currently pregnant and you know that you're going to be having your baby, then I would also just encourage you to also consider, what is your plan to take care of yourself after baby? Okay, I see a lot of moms newly postpartum, but also moms that have been dealing with some women's health issues even years after they've had their babies, and they feel like maybe they're not getting listened to, that there's some issues going on, maybe with leaking or pain with sex, or maybe it's diastasis, like cosmetically, they're like, wow, I have this kind of pooching stomach that I can't get rid of. They may know intuitively that their core is weak, or they're having some pelvic floor issues. Maybe bowel and bladder changes have taken effect, so maybe some leaking, but also constipation, things like irritable bowel syndrome or irregularity, bloating. Those are a lot of symptoms that I hear from moms, and they're not quite sure why. And really, a lot of this can be stemming from changes that occur during pregnancy, as baby grows, changes in posture, stretched out muscles that don't necessarily just get turned back on after baby, or kind of fix themselves after baby's born. So women are going around and trying things like massage, maybe some chiropractic care, still not quite getting exactly what they're looking for in outcomes as far as feeling confident in their bodies, feeling like they're healed, feeling like they're grounded, feeling like they can go out and be as active as they want with confidence. So that's where someone like myself, a pelvic floor physical therapist, a birth healing specialist in particular, can help out with some of these issues. So if you're currently suffering with some of these women's health issues and you're not quite sure who to turn to, you can certainly talk to your provider, maybe your midwife, your OB/GYN, but you can reach out directly to a pelvic floor physical therapist. Especially here in Colorado, we have direct access, meaning you don't necessarily have to see your physician before you see a physical therapist, okay? Unless you want to spend your time and you want to spend some extra money and go that route, but you certainly don't have to, okay? So us as physical therapists are completely able to see people directly, see women directly. So reach out if you're struggling with some women's health issues like the ones that I mentioned. If you want some information, I do have an ultimate postpartum guide that talks about a lot of these issues and how they can be resolved, even starting in the comfort of your own home. So you can head to my website for that. That's healingspotpt.com. And even just right on that homepage, you're going to see there's 5 different ultimate guides that I have written personally and you can opt into that. So all you need to do is put your phone number, your email, and your name, and you can get that and get some information right in the comfort of your own home. I suggest start there. You can certainly reach out to me on my website. There's also a way for you to talk to me specifically, or to sit down face-to-face with me and get some of your questions answered. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Use the little chat box below, and I will swing back around and get those answered. So thank you so much. If you are a mom and you're struggling, you don't have to. I'm here to tell you. So I'd be happy to talk to you more. Bye-bye.